is PowerPoint presentation that will be presented by Mr. Zaki Roengsamut. So Mr. Zaki Roengsamut, the time is yours.
Thank you very much. And welcome everyone to the school in Songkhla. The name of the school is Sangkhom Islamic School. Okay, so this is our ideologies for organize the education in Thailand. And we also try to use education as the vehicle to change the world, inshallah. In the school, Sangkhom Islamic School, normally known as the Quranic school, and this school got the Royal Award in 2010, in 2019, 2020, and 2021. We adopt Abacus curriculum to use in this school, and we also be the school model for the brain balancing abacus, and we start to do for the STEM education as a model school. And the school recognized as the energy saving award school also. In here, we use the Islamic education as the Islamic Education Center for Maktab. And the school adopt the science, math, and technologies, the genius classroom for the science centers of Thailand. And in here, we also do use the curriculum of our My First Semester Venture curriculum. These curriculum start from Israel, and we also try to use this curriculum to improve the English language of our students. And we adopt Little Scientist House project, and recently in this year we got the National Astronomical Research Institutes of Thailand as the model school here. In this school, we have the curriculum and the subject that got the special one, like Islamic English Intensive Program, Arabic Intensive Program, Quran and Leadership Program, Sport and Leadership Program, and Intensive STEM Education Program. And also, we apply for the Multimedia Intelligence Program for the student also. About the brief history of the school, Ustaz Zakaria Kayem, who passed away in 7 days back in this month, he started to establish this school in 1972 when he graduated from Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and the villages around these communities invite him to establish Padok, and the villager donated the land for the school also. In here, normally we call as Padok Balung. Until now, it's over 50 years, and more than 10,000 of the students from Songkhla, Satun, Pathalung, Krabi, Phuket, Pattani. This is the province in Thailand, and includes some of the students from Malaysia and Myanmar come to study with him. In 1998, the school have changed to the integrated Islamic private school curriculum and changed the name from Padok Balung to Sangkhom Islamic School. And we provide the formal education, follow national curriculum and the Islamic curriculum together. So it's an integrated curriculum used to curriculum in the same school, like that. And now, today, the school has over 2,000 students and 150 teachers and staff. This is the school administrators, Dr. Abdurrahman Kayem as the managers, Mr. Paisan Kayem vice managers, and Dr. Talib Kayem as the principal. Dr. Abdurrahman Kayem, he got a PhD in political science from Aligarh Muslim University in India. His responsibility, he as the managers of the school and also he the representative of Islamic committees of Thailand. And apart from that, he is the vice president of Songkhla Provincial Administrative organization. He is the one of the politicians, the local politician that try to negotiate with the big pictures of the province and got the beneficial for the Muslim society in Songkhla. And Mr. Paisan Kayem, he's graduated from master degree in business administration in Egypt, the city university. And his responsibilities, he's the vice managers of the Sangkhom Islamic School. And apart from that, he is the president of Hajj and Umrah Entrepreneur Association of Thailand. And he also the managers of the Ikhlas travel and tour companies that provide Hajj and Umrah to the people in Thailand. And our directors, Mr. Talib Gayem, he got Master of Education Administration from Thaksin University in Thailand, and he takes responsibilities as the school directors. And apart from that, he is the chairman of Educational Network of Songkhla Region 9. In Songkhla Region 9, we got like around 9 the private school, and he is the chairman in is not only the Islamic school but also the others private school that are located in the area of Sadao. Before this, he is the former president of the Private Islamic School Association of Songkhla also. And this is the team of vice director team, and I as the vice director team that taking charge for the primary school. In the school has kindergarten, primary school, and secondary school, and I take charge for the primary school and to develop the education qualities and trying to find out the new curriculum and new technique in the special thing for the student that could let them to preserve their identities, and also they would be like be the international person that could use good in English and the others. This is like the school structures, and for the numbers of the students from the kindergarten, we got 400 pupils in primary school, 800 pupils in the secondary school, around 900 students in the school. When we talk about the curriculum that we use inside the school, that you see we got the core curriculum that the student, all of the students have to study the core curriculum from the Thai language, mathematics, science, social science, and the others. And this thing that all of the students like have to study from the core curriculum that the Ministry of Education requires us to start, and we all of us have to follow it. And when the upper secondary, we have this science stream and art stream that the student can choose for their futures, which when they want to study in a university and which stream that they want to be and want to study in the futures. And also in the school, we have the Islamic curriculum, and another 8 subject that all of the students have to study. And apart from that, they got the elective course for another 5 subjects. So it means inside the school around 16 to 18 or 20 that the student have to study. So the new way of the curriculum that we try to do for the school is the integrated, how to reduce the numbers of the subject inside the school and try to integrate the thing like the subject that the student have to study in core curriculum, like social study, and how we could integrate with Atari or Akhlaq or the others. And when the student study like foreign language and how we could integrate with the Arabic language or Malayu language. In Thailand, you will see the Arabic language and Malayu language is inside the Islamic curriculum, not the core curriculum one. What do we focus on the program? In here, we quite need our students to recite Quran, and we teach the Quran from the basic to read the Quran and recite the Quran. And the good student, we set the course for Muratan reciting Quran and Tafiz Quran also. And we also provide the student with kitab teaching, like kitab kuning, the traditional Islamic teaching, and we train like the Ijtimai study, and this is like the after school teaching. In the curriculum that we use in the school for the Islamic study is the Tasin curriculum from South Africa. And here, in Thailand, we know that's the Maktab system. And this is the abacus or mental arithmetic curriculum that we need our students to be better in abacus. This is like the special program to improve thinking methodologies of the basic math. And we using in the class, in some class, like the English program we request the teacher to use to teaching abacus in English or something like that. In here, we got like the training teachers and the supervisors team come to monitor the abilities of the student in every month. For the Arabic curriculum, we use the Wittaya Arabic curriculum. This is from Madrasah Asia from Singapore that they claim suitable for non-Arab and understand the Asian Cape learning style, and we use this. And they send us the trainer to train us how to use this curriculum, and we need our students that could use Arabic for communication, because of some of them we will use for the study in Azhar or the Arab world in the future. In Malayu language curriculum, we got a chance, the opportunities from SMK Pukulajaya and UUM Tujiwala, the Malayu curriculum, Bahasa Malayu curriculum for us. And now we also use this curriculum inside the school. For the English curriculum that we use, my first English adventures, and inshallah, if in Australia got the good curriculum and understand the contact of the Muslim, and we would be applying the curriculum to train for the student in the school in near future, inshallah. For the mathematics, we employ for the Japanese mathematics, and we use technique of the lesson study and open approach to improve high order thinking and creative thinking skill of the student. And we also focus on the science subject also, and we apply the Little Scientist House as a curriculum to train the student in the kindergarten for the how they could think in science and like have the skill of the scientists. In this one, we got the network with the University of Prince Songkhla University in Thailand to follow our abilities in the qualities of the teaching thing here. In here, we also be the STEM education centers that the school was chosen by the sign of Thailand office in the Office of Private Education to be the STEM education. The STEM education we apply in primary school and secondary school, and we also train the thing in here. This is something, and that the last one we got the model. We asked the model school of the National Astronomical Research Institute of Thailand that they gave the astronomical toolkit. We try to integrate of the Falakia and model science to teach the students to know what the things from here. We got the teacher training and teaching in the class and organize the special activity to observe the sky. This is the international collaboration we got from Singapore Sister School, Indonesia, in university, and also the sister school in Malaysia. The best practice from us that we want to share, that one is the cultural exchange. That this one that we need our students to know the diversities of the people around the world, and even inside the Muslim society, that we need them to understand for this, and they can their own identities and to share what they think that they have to the others in countries in the futures. And in here we have Balok TV for the workshop lab for the media production. We got the broadcasting in Yatin TV channel, and we got the YouTube channel and Facebook page and to share. And we also provide the teachers and students as the Islamic fund that the student can learn how to do like the Islamic banking and the thing that they have to done, and they learn from this. And all of these that you can follow us from the Facebook, YouTube, and the other social media. And thank you very much for listening to me. And this is after this it will be the session of Q&A, and inshallah we open the floor for all of you to discuss together with us. In here, we have the Ustaz Muhammad. He is the head of the Islamic study in the school, and he is taking charge for the students who plan to study in the Arab world or Al-Azhar for their grade and find a scholarship for them. And next to teacher Muhammad, Ustaz Muhammad says, next to the Ustaz Muhammad, Ustaz Farid, he is the Hafizin, and he teach Hafiz students, young learners, like when they pass and they have like the foundation of reciting Quran, and is it would be like a together if you have the question, and we have the student and some teachers that would be like have the essential idea and the question that you want to know more for the school here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Zaki, for that fascinating presentation. And it's really amazing to see the international extent of the school and you know, how varied and wide the resources that you're using, the support and you know, the visitors that you're getting from all around the world, and also our region. And of course, we have some. You've got the teachers and the staff members from everywhere as well. So you know, it's been fascinating. We have some time for about 15-20 minutes for Q&A. I would like to open up to our delegates. We have a couple of questions. There was Nurham who wanted to know about the Islamic curriculum. And Ahlami also wanted to ask, so maybe Nurham, could you go first, and we just follow up with Ahlami. So.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and Sawasdee. Your presentation is very good, and I am so interested about your Islamic curriculum. I would like to know more. How did the school get the curriculum? Did you follow any Islamic curriculum of other schools or other country? And also, how about the language of instruction? How about the books and the materials? Is it in Thai language, Malay, or Arabic? ขอบคุณค่ะ
ครับคุณครูเขาถามถึงเรื่องของหลักสูตรของเราเนี่ยว่าใช้มาจากต่างประเทศไหมแล้วก็ตอนการจัดการเรียนการสอนเนี่ยมีกระบวนการอย่างไรนะครับผมตอบเองเลยนะโอเค for the curriculum that we use for the Islamic education as in the presentation that we adopt from many countries. And in here, depend on the nature of the subject. Like Bahasa Melayu, we have our own curriculum and the material, like the book and the thing that we use in here from here. And we working together with the sister school and UUM to develop the materials and the teaching practice and technique, and for all of that, for improve our teachings. And for the Islamic studies, we also adopt from South Africa for teaching the Islamic in here. Even the first country for the Islamic curriculum that called Maktab from the South Africa, and in here in Thailand we have the centers of Maktab that try to follow and to change to translate the material in Thai language and the others. So in here for the normal class or the standard class that we use for the Islamic study, that we use the Maktab curriculum, we use in Bahasa Thai, in Thai language. And for the special classrooms, like the student who study in Islam in intensive English program, the student got chance to study Islamic study in English language, like that. Yeah, and as you see from the presentation that we adopt from many countries, and for the English language also, the first of the origin of my first English adventures from Israel. And this curriculum was introduced to Thailand in 15 years ago. And when we discussed with the supervisor of the curriculum, and this is quite suitable for our kids in here, and we adopt this curriculum to improve the English language for our students in the school. Yeah.
I think that was the question from Ahlami about the curriculum from Israel. Is that right?
Yes, the curriculum from Israel.
Yeah. Ahlami, did you want to? Or was that answered your question?
Yeah,
was there a follow-up?
Yeah, Brother Zaki, the curriculum is about English language or different kind of knowledge?
Just only English language. The curriculum, though, is very good. It means the Israeli people that use English as the foreign language. It's not like the second language or the third language. So when we compare with the Thai student or Thai kid, in here everywhere is Thai language. So it means we couldn't use the curriculum that use the English as the second language or the third language. So we use the English as the foreign language curriculum and use with the student in here in Thailand. It's like that in the school. Some people try to question us, hey, you use the curriculum from Israel is good for you, but when we review back to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam period, he sent his Sahaba to study Hebrew or the language and the thing that the people of Jews have or the others. So this is like the information that we need and to improve. And if we found the curriculum suitable for our kids better than this, so we could change the curriculum to the others. And we need our kids to be better based in like in each subject that they have. Like it's like that. Any question for this if you didn't clear?
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a few more. I just want to get to the others, but maybe we can follow up because Brother Zaki is also in our group. So let me go to Isnan. Are you able to ask your question, Brother Isnan? I'm not sure if you're able to be on camera. If not, I'll just ask it for you because I think he's in a busy place. Okay, so he said he was wondering about, he said he's very happy to see the latest technologies. He was wondering about the source of funding for the school. And he also wanted to know about the subject At-Tariq. So that's the only subject he wasn't sure about. I don't know if you know what that's referring to. At-Tariq. I must have missed that bit in the presentation. So
Can you tell some? Tariq. The curriculum, right? Okay. So the question is about Tariq, like the history in Islam, right?
Or maybe Tariq. Yes, Tariq. He put a Q in there. I'm not sure.
อาจารย์ตอบหน่อยไหมตอบนิดนึงวิชาตารีกับเราสอนยังไงใช่ไหมครับเขาถามอย่างนั้นไหมตอบไหมตอบสักหน่อย Okay, the Tariq or the Islamic history here, we teach the student like follow the curriculum that we have from the history of the Prophet and then Sahaba and the dynasty or the empire of the Islamic Empire and the others until the current situation of this is like the long view of the Tariq subject. And also in the school, we try to integrate with the core curriculum that the school had to apply from the Ministry of Education, that we have to learn about world history and Thailand history, and also the thing. So we try to integrate two subjects from the core curriculum under Ministry of Education and Islamic education, Islamic study curriculum together, in to integrate the thing for our kids to see the long run of the history in the world for the Tariq subject. Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks. You want to ask your question?
Assalamualaikum, Brother Zaki. I have two questions for you. First one is about the how did the management of the school manage the school in terms of the class, the social well-being of both student and teacher? And the second question is about what is the assessment based on of each level? Is it by the coursework or is it by examination?
Okay. For the management of the numbers of the teachers and the number of the students, like the rate in our school, especially the Islamic school, the rate is quite high because of the others, like the government school or the general private school. They have the core curriculum, and the teachers has only have for that. But in the Islamic school, we have to double of the numbers of the teachers. It means we have the secular subject teachers, and we also have the Islamic teachers that they have the numbers is quite high. So in here is around 1 per 20. It's like that for the school. The numbers of the student and the teachers, and in the education law, that they also control the number of the teachers and numbers of the students, that in each classroom not more than 30 until 40. So this is like the numbers in the class. And the other question that you asked, brother, can you?
About
assessment. This school also use the same assessment with the government school and others private school, that the student have to test, got the examination in ONET, or this is like the national test level, and the student have to follow like TCAS or a lot of tests that the student have to follow, start from primary school until the high school. It's like that. And the qualities of in our school, when they got the test, is quite lower than, is not higher than the average of the whole countries. But for us, for the subject in the modern one, so we got a little bit lower rate for the whole country.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Brother Zaki, I'm conscious it's 11 a.m. now in your time. Do you have time for one more question?
Organize or STEM education and the others. So please welcome.
Okay, I think the question from Sister Fatiha was about recruiting international teachers, but we could also hear from someone about science if if there's time. I'm conscious people might have to go because it's getting but yeah, Sister Fatiha, would you like to ask your question, and then we can hear from Brother Zaki and also the science teachers briefly.
Thank you, Rowan. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, we can. Yep.
Assalamualaikum, Brother Zaki. I would like to ask about how you recruit international teachers. It seems that we here in my campus, it's hard to get international lecturer, but your school is really, mashallah, with all these international people. How do you get them? Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I agree. It's quite impressive how
actually in here, if the English teachers, they're very famous English teachers from Philippines or the Filipinos teachers. So in here, the numbers of the Filipinos that teach the English in all around the country is a lot, but it's quite hard to find the Muslim English teachers from Filipinos. So from this program, I found a lot of people from Philippines that would be like have collaboration in the futures. For us, we recruit the teacher with the MOU with the university, especially in Indonesia, because we got a lot of like strong linkage between the school in here and Muhammadiyah University. Like the teachers who teach English or the other subject in my school, most of them from Indonesia. So because of we worried with the identities of the teachers and the student that would be like blend together in they would be no question a lot with the thing from the parent and the others. We need the parents' trust in our education, so we recruit most of them the Muslim teachers from the international levels. If they from the other religions, we will interview them that they understand our daily life and the traditions and the others of the Muslim or not, and so the student and the teacher would be like blend and understand each other's and would be like good and strong linkage after the pass from that. And we want to say most of our recruit for the international level teachers from the MOU is mean we need to know the university that they're from, and I want to know and we could trust the agency that find the teachers and to work together with us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It's really interesting to hear about your approach, and obviously you're really taking quite a lot of care in terms of selection of, staff and resources and that, but it's still quite a varied outlook. Sometimes we have, you tend to have one country or one influence, but mashallah, it's very international, the influences or the curriculum. So I think I don't want to sort of, I know we could ask a lot more questions, but I'm also conscious that some of the delegates, this is in the middle of their workday, and, we don't want to take up too much of your time. So we would love to perhaps, Brother Zaki, in the timetable, you were saying we could have a group photo. And if there's a final comment from yourself, I'm sure, you know, that would be wonderful. Please, I'll hand it back to you, inshallah.
The last session, we would like our Ustaz, Ustaz Farid, to have dua together, and like during this, we could take picture together.
Yeah.
Well, please welcome us. Doa jauh-jauh ini. Doa jauh-jauh ini. Lấy cái này, lấy này. Alhamdulillah. Syukran katsiran. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamdan yuwafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamd kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi. الأولين يا آخرا آخرين جازا قوة مكين يا رحمن مساكين يا أرحم الراحمين يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث يا ذا الجلال والإكرام يا عظيم اغفر لنا ذنبا عظيم فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب العظيم إلا العظيم اللهم إنا نسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك والغنيمة من كل بر والسلامة من كل إثم اللهم لا تدع لنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا غفرته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا ضالا إلا هديته ولا جاهلا إلا علمته ولا فقيرا ومسكينا إلا أغنيته ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعوة لا يستجاب لها ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير وصلى الله على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you everyone again, and inshallah, if you got time or visit Thailand, we would like to visit us in Songkhla and in Krabi, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And inshallah, we can take up your invitation, Brother Zaki and everyone. I just want to allow us to have time for a group photo. So if everyone, if you're able to turn your camera on, we can do that quickly. Inshallah. Maybe Sister Ulfa can also help, and I'll just do the, here it is.
Okay, I'll start. 1, 2, 3. Once more, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone. Jazakumullah khair, and thank you so much to Brother Zaki and the Sangkhom Islam Wittaya School for hosting us, especially so soon after the passing away of the founder, Ustaz Zakaria. So really, really appreciate it. You must be very, very busy at this time. And yeah, we hope that we can come and visit you at some point and make it an in-person visit. And it's really, truly, inspiring to see all the work that you're doing and all the recognition that you're getting. So may Allah reward you and keep you prosperous and flourishing, inshallah. And we look forward to our next meeting. So Jazakumullah khair, and we see you soon, inshallah. Sawadee krap, and assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
More inshallah.
I'm ready.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Brother Zaki.